Hey guys, welcome to 433 Trucking. I'm Enrique and I'm going to take you on a journey. Let me tell you a little story. As long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a truck driver. My uncles were truck drivers, my cousins were truck drivers. Heck, there's still some that are truck drivers. You know, I've never really had the opportunity to become a truck driver. And it's something I've always dreamed about since I was a little kid. But you get stuck in specific situations and jobs, and that happened to me. I've been a woodworker for over 30 years. I transitioned from woodworking into aviation interiors, and then transitioned from aviation interiors to doing VIP coaches, and then I went back into aviation and I became a mechanic. So I moved from Tucson, Arizona to Missouri to be a mechanic. And well, you all know what happened. 2020 happened. The Rona happened. And like millions of you out there, I got laid off too. And I sat around and I just thought about, what is it I'm going to do? Am I going to be a cabinet maker again? Aviation wasn't really happening because, who's flying during this time? And I talked to my wife and I did some research. And, I told my wife, I said, I've always wanted to be a truck driver. And you know what? My wife is so awesome and supporting. She said, you know what? Why don't you go for it? It took me a couple weeks to really think about, can I do it? Is it possible? I'm 52 years old and I'm starting off new. I finally made the decision and I thought, give it a try. But then I really didn't know how to get started. One day I got a phone call and there was this lady that called me, and her name was Haverkamp. And she started telling me all this stuff about she was with the state of Missouri's workforce, and you know how phone calls go. I thought, this can't be legit, right? I really thought that. And I told the lady, I said, listen, I'm not going to give you my social security number over the phone, And she says, no, listen, I'll send you an email. I'll list a bunch of stuff on there. I'll give you links to our website. You can check it out. Well, I checked it out. And you know what, honestly, guys, I still wasn't completely 100% convinced. Then she called me, and we had a long discussion about what it is that I want to do. Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a lot of federal grants out there for people that lost their job due to the Rona. And a lot of people don't even know about it. And that's what she told me. But she said, listen, if you want to do something different, or you want to go back to school and get certifications and stuff, she goes, there's grants available for you. So I asked her, I says, well, what about if I want to be a truck driver? I already had a really good friend of mine that went through this truck driving school called 160 Academy out of Illinois. He already went through the training. He was on the road with Warner Enterprises, learning how to drive, doing their probationary period. And so I told her, I says, well, in St. Louis, there's a school called 160 Trucking Academy. And could I go there? I didn't know, right? So she says, listen, let me check a couple things. It's a little bit out of our area because she's in the Warrenton County area. And she goes, but let me call you back tomorrow. So she did some checking. Well, lo and behold, guys, her boss okayed for me to apply to that school, even though it's in St. Louis and I'm about 50 minutes east of it. So she said, listen, the first thing you need to do is we need to submit applications for the grant. Well, I found out that there's grants out there for $7,000 a year towards an education, certification, retraining, whatever it is you guys want to do. And she also told me if I wanted to go to a 2-year school, they would pay $7,000 a year for each year that I'm in school. Now, the program is called WIOA. Now, that's here in Missouri. So I don't know if that's what's in your state, but I'm telling you guys, look into it. Because if you want to make some changes and you want to start something new yourself, there's opportunities out there. And I know it's tough. I know, starting all over is hard. I know making changes is hard. But let me tell you guys, I'm doing it. And I'm going to go for it. And I know that there's going to be bumps in the road. I know there's going to be detours. I know that there's going to be some huge hills that I'm going to have to climb. But you know what? I'm ready. I'm excited. And, who knows what's going to happen? But you know what? I know I can do it. And I know you can do it. And all you got to do is believe and chase your dreams. I'm chasing my dream. I'm chasing my dream as from when I was a little kid. And honestly, guys, how cool is that? If you want to go on this trip with me, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, well, hit the other button too. And listen, if you have any comments or tips or ideas about how I can make this channel cool, or if you've already have your own channel, leave your comments down below and I'll check them out for sure. I'm gonna leave you with this, guys. Remember, ain't nothing to do but to do it. Peace.